Hey guys, well that does it. It's another Sunday sermon sit-down summary coming at you right now. And despite what Pastor Jeff thinks about the weather this Memorial Day weekend, we all know he's wrong. It should be warmer. So hopefully tomorrow it'll get a little bit warmer anyway. And then even if he's upset about it, the rest of us are happy, so we'll all be okay with that, right? Well, I do want to take a minute to make sure that we honor those fallen service members for Memorial Day, that we pay our respects. Thank you to the families who have had members, fallen soldiers who we can honor this weekend, and we can remember that they paid and stood by the ultimate freedom and sacrifice that they gave their lives for this country so that we can do things like this, so that we can gather freely in our country. They should not be forgotten, and we should honor them from Memorial Day and all days for the things that they've given us. Beyond that, there's no greater sense of community than what we talked about today, and that's if you want to be in community, you have to be community for someone else. That's how many times you say, I wish someone would do blank for me. I wish I had that relationship that they have with whoever they have it with. Or, maybe worst of all, must be nice to have whatever type of relationship with blank person. Well, we should realize that it does take a little bit of effort on our end to have good, positive, cultivated relationships with godly people, to have healthy relationships, and that's where we begin. Three things that Jeff talked about that I'll hit on briefly. First thing is just to commit to pray for one another, bear each other's burdens. Galatians 6:2 says this, that is, bearing each other's burdens is to obey the law of Christ. Now, Jeff didn't hit on it, but the third verse in that chapter says that if you think you're too important to help someone, you're only fooling yourself. You are not that important. Fair enough, Paul. You're not that important. If you think you're too important to help someone else, you're only fooling yourself. And today that may look like, I'm too busy. I want to reach out to that person. I want to help them. I want to pray for them. Maybe I just don't like them. Whatever it is, I'm too busy or too important. Paul says, you're just not that important. And I think we know in obeying the law of Christ and bearing each other's burdens, that's the first step, is realizing our own humility. Secondly, it's be someone that others want to be around. Do you want to be around them? Maybe that doesn't matter as much as, are you someone who's exhibiting the fruits of the Spirit? Are the fruits of the Spirit coming out of you? Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Before you judge others, are they, or if they want to be around you, are you someone that they want to be around? Maybe that's the next step beyond prayer. And then thirdly and lastly, it's just be available. Look, even if you think you have all these things wrapped together, you still have to be available for them. You have a gift that God has given you, and even as small as it may be, that gift could be out there for someone else as part of your purpose and plan. And we know when you're in community doing these things, as we talked about in the second chapter of Acts today, that those type of things, when the Holy Spirit is moving, there is community. So move this week in a certain way. You have an extra holiday day off to think about this. Hopefully, if you don't, if you work, we'll be praying for you to bear burdens with you for that as well. But these are the type of things, these are the type of items that we need to be thinking about. It's committing to prayer, being someone that others want to be around, and then being available to provide those gifts of the Holy Spirit to others. And those are the first steps this week. Hey, Digging Deeper isn't around for a few months here, so hopefully I can fill the gap the best I can for you with Josh Talks. We've got other fun and exciting things to do. I hope you join me for a great summer. Even if you don't, I want us all to remember one thing. That's our mission, is restoring hope one life at a time through Jesus Christ. We'll see you soon. Have a great week, church.